Yo, what is good, YouTube? It is your boy Make America Lit, back with another NBA 2K24 video, and in today's video I have another episode of Rare Builds for you guys. As you can see on your screen, today's episode we are going to be creating a perimeter shot creator. So with that being said, let's jump straight into the build. Now obviously you can make this build at any position. I chose to make this build at the point guard position. I went 6'6", 190 with a 7-foot wingspan. You could tweak this to your liking. This is just what I went with, just for like a well-rounded, balanced type of build. You could tweak this to your liking though. It's up to you if you want to go heavier, taller, shorter, or shorter wingspan. It's totally up to you. And then moving on, these are the attributes I went with. We got a 60 close shot, an 80 driving layup with a 50 driving dunk. 50 driving dunk is going to be just enough to get, those dunks. You know what I'm saying? The 80 driving layup, we always shoot for that 80 at a minimum, 80, 85, 87. Those are the thresholds that we usually shoot for on our builds. 80 is more than enough. You want to get that 80 just so that you can get that Hall of Fame Pro Touch, which, Hall of Fame Pro Touch goes a long way. Hall of Fame Pro Touch with Gold Giant Slayer goes a long way with what you can do as far as Slithery, Acrobat, Two-Step, Scooper, all of these layup badges. Yeah, they're good on their own, but when you have Hall of Fame Pro Touch and then you also have Giant Slayer that's going to help give you that boost over taller defenders, these two badges are the two key badges is why you're going to be really good at finishing, at the rim, especially if you have layup timing on. If you have layup timing off, then, I couldn't tell you, but as a person who keeps layup timing on, these badges go hand in hand, and I would implore you guys to keep layup timing on, because if I miss, I want to miss because I missed. I don't want to miss because the game decided that this layup just missed. Same thing with jump shot timing. You keep jump shot timing on. Obviously, you can't turn it on in online modes, but even when they did have jump shot timing where you could turn true percentage on in 2K22, I kept jump shot timing on because I played one game and I think I went like I want to say like 10 for like 12, and those two shots that I missed, I could have made those shots if I had jump shot timing on. So same thing with layups. I would implore you to keep layup timing on. That's just me. Moving on to our shooting, we have a 90 mid-range. We have an 86 three ball with a 93 free throw. Now, the 93 free throw is just what we had left over. The 86 three ball, so we could get that threshold for silver agent threes, you can see there. And then the 90 mid-range is just going to help us get better badges. You see, we're going to pretty much have gold badges across the boards with that 90 mid-range, which is going to help. Obviously, we don't reach that threshold for Hall of Fame Midi Magician, but I primarily take threes anyway. I value threes over mid-range shots anyway. But, I mean, we still going to be able to hit with a gold Midi Magician and a 90 mid-range. I truly take what the defense gives me, whether it's mid-range shots, threes, layups, floaters, dunks, whatever. Whatever I get is whatever I get. You know what I'm saying? I try not to force shots or anything like that, but I do value threes over twos. So I'm more likely to take a 3 over a 2, but we're going to still be able to shoot pretty well. You see we have an 86 3 ball. We have nothing but gold badges. I mean, the only way this build is really lacking is that we're not going to have limitless range. We're only going to have limitless range on bronze, but even then you can still slap your limitless shots as long as you're shooting on like catch and shoot. You're not trying to shoot moving deep ass shots or whatever like that. If you're just catching like, stand still, catch and shoot shots, you can still hit from limitless with just bronze limitless and an 86 3 ball. Moving on, we have an 80 pass accuracy, a 92 ball handle, and an 83 speed with ball. And that 83 speed with ball obviously is going to go with that 86 speed and 83 acceleration that we have, so we could get gold blow by and gold speed booster and gold hyperdrive, which is like the plateau that I shoot for on all my guard builds. You want that gold blow by, you want that gold speed booster, and you want that gold hyperdrive so you can really get to the rim and beat your defensive matchup at will. Same thing with the 92 ball handle. You want that gold unpluckable, as well as, blow by, handles for days, speed booster. It's all going to play a part in being able to beat your man and create not just for you, but for your team as well. And then again, that 80 pass accuracy is not the absolute best, but it's slightly better than the 77 that we normally get. It's going to speed up your, passing animations a little bit, reaching that 80 threshold. So that's why I went with an 80. But if you don't care and you don't mind going down to a 77, you can put those points elsewhere. It's totally up to you. I just went with an 80 just for my sake. Then for the defense, we got an 85 perimeter, 85 steal, which you guys heard me talk about on multiple different build videos before. That 85-85 is more than enough for you to play lockdown defense. I mean, box somebody, you know what I'm saying? Now, if you want, you can go either way. You can either drop your steal down to a 72 and go bronze badges and then throw that on your perimeter defense, or you could drop your perimeter defense down to like a 76 and then throw that on steal and get like, you know, try to shoot for like a 91 steal to get gold steal badges. But either way, I think you should just stay 85-85 because 85-85 gives you a nice balance. As far as the perimeter, you see everything you get is going to be silver, clamps, 94 feet, ankle braces, challenger, fast feet, pick dodge, workhorse. And then on the flip side, stealing wise, you're going to have glove, you're going to have interceptor, and you're going to have right stick ripper. This steal is pretty decent for on-ball steals, but silver interceptor to me is kind of ass. Even, you know, gold interceptor to me is kind of ass, but I feel like the minimum you should be shooting for is gold interceptor. Anything less than that, like even with my builds with the 85 steal and silver interceptor, it's hard to get steals. I don't know if it's because of the low level of workhorse, only having silver workhorse or what, but you know, I will, you know, deflect the ball, but they just won't pick it up sometimes. But if you're saying just you want to be able to stay in front of your defender and rip the ball while they're dribbling and stuff like that, on-ball defense, 85-85 is all you need for lockdown defense. And then, of course, moving on to the physicals, we already talked about the 86 speed, the 83 acceleration. We do have a 63 strength, so that's going to get us physical handles on silver, and it's also going to give us a really strong badge in fearless finisher, which is going to go hand in hand with that 80 layup, that, you know, gold giant slayer, that you know, Hall of Fame Pro Touch. That fearless finisher is going to come in handy, especially when, you know, using euros, hop steps, and spins like that, those double clutch layups. Fearless finisher is going to play its part as well, too. We don't have any vertical because this build doesn't have any defensive rebound, block, or dunking, so you know how I am. I don't waste my time with vertical unless I'm going to have at least 2 out of those 3 things. If I had defensive rebound and a block, I will put my vertical up to like a 70. If I had all 3, I will put my vertical way higher than that. But because we don't have really no drive and dunk, no rebound or block, we're not going to waste our times with the vertical. We're going to leave our vertical on default. And then finally, we have a 96 stamina. I don't go any higher because it's not going to get us anything more. And 96 stamina, 95 stamina, it's all the same thing. Like, you know, we just went 96 to get that gold handles for days. Putting this up won't get you 94 feet. As you can see, you need an 88 perimeter defense, and workhorse, you know, you need an 86 perimeter defense. So we ain't going to get anything for going anything higher than that. And then, of course, you know, the 93 free throw, you know, getting us gold free points. And the higher your free throw goes, the more likely you are to be shooting those free throws on transition take fouls and defensive threes, which is going to help add to your total, you know, if you care about your stats and your points per game, but also will help you with getting your takeover quicker if you're shooting those free throws, because, you know, throughout the course of a game, you're probably going to shoot 1 or 2 defensive 3-second free throws, and then you're also going to shoot a minimum of probably like 2 or 3 transition take fouls, because dudes still constantly reach. Even though they know about the transition take foul rule, they still reach after the rebound. So you're probably going to shoot a minimum of like 3 to 4 extra free throws if you have a high enough free throw to be the one designated to shoot that. So do keep that in mind. That is why I do make sure that I put my free throw up on builds now, just so that I can get those extra points. That's not going to just help my point per game total, but it's also going to help with getting my takeover quicker as well too. And then, of course, when we create our build, you know, you'll see these shades of, which we have Steve Nash, De'Aaron Fox, and CJ McCollum. And then, of course, you'll see our build name, which is, of course, a perimeter shot creator. So there you have it. This is my perimeter shot creator build for NBA 2K24. It's been your boy, Make America Lit. Please be sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe for more NBA 2K24 content. And, of course, more rare builds like this. I'm out, y'all. Peace.